Dzień dobry. Beata Moczkowska z Fundacji Cztery Kroki. Chcę zaprosić bardzo serdecznie na 12. Z naszych festiwalowych rozmów. I dzisiaj mamy specjalne gościnie. Jest z nami Miki Kashtan, jest z nami Monika Gałaj i jest Aleksandra Szyle. Hello.
Hello.
Dzień dobry.
Hello. Hello, Miki. It's so nice. You have a time and find a moment to speak with us. And the meeting is about the festival that is will start from Monday in Polish NVC Festival. And yeah, I want to ask you if do you hear about that, or how you feel about that, the idea of NVC spread around the world?
I am deliriously happy for NVC to spread around the world, so long as the spread is about creating change in the world and not just change inside ourselves and in our families. I think the tools of NVC are too precious, too revolutionary, too radical to keep them just within individuals. I want us to take many more risks and not just teach people how to do NVC, but try it out in different places, bring it to places where it's not wanted, act differently, be bridge builders, come into a meeting and say, wait a minute, we can do this instead. Wait, I think I understand what you're saying. I think I understand what she's saying. And I think we can have a solution that works for everyone without teaching anyone anything, to really live it. I will be much more excited when NVC spreads in that way than through the endless stream of I learn NVC, I teach it, one more person learns it and teaches it. And we never actually get a sense of what it means to apply it, what the radical implications of it are. So this is what my sense of it is. I am both happy and concerned about all the different events that happen.
And I heard you met some Polish people, and in the big NVC family.
So when the pandemic hit, it was 2 months away from my next annual trip to Poland, which was happening for I was going to Poland almost every year starting in 2008. So I have a deep sense of connection to especially women. It's mostly women that I've met in Poland. And there is a quality which is a kind of fierce determination to go for dreams and not let hardship get in the way. And do that all with so much warmth. That is what I love about the Polish women that I know.
What is special for you?
Yeah.
Thank you, Miki, for that. What you say about Live NVC. I think the idea of festival is to be as festival NVC family, and this is, for me, this is the idea of festival, no?
Live a week with NVC, yes?
Yes, but it is still within the NVC community. And I'm talking about the courage for NVC people to take it outside the NVC community, not only through training, not only through training. Training is when people come who are already wanting to change something. But bringing it to places where it isn't actively wanted, supporting people in making decisions together, in building new systems, in working out conflicts, in changing the way that resources flow. Those are the places where NVC can actually change the world, not just inside families. I don't think that's enough. Yeah.
This is our challenge. Yes, and our way. This is the more important way for us.
I think after the festival will be easier for us to take this to our jobs, neighborhood. I think maybe it helps.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. I see that I'm raining water on your parade. You are so excited and I bring up concerns.
No, for me it's very, very important what you say. It is true. It can change world when we do it.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about the calendar?
Yes.
And it was a very nice question from Monica.
Yeah. I hope you like it, and it was nice surprise for you.
Completely.
And because it started to be kind of the tradition that the calendar is issued in each festival edition. I did the illustration and the design for it. So yeah, I'm really wondering what you think about that. I'm very curious.
I just aesthetically found it very, very, very pleasing. And I love the idea that people will have calendars hanging in their homes with the core assumptions of NVC. That is really amazing.
Yeah, me too. Because like you every day can look at it and read the sentence, so you can kind of have in the mind all the time.
Yeah, it's like a form of practice, like a little bit of meditation.
So I like the idea too. And what do you think about the graphics? And do you have the kind of your favorite illustrations?
No, I think I took it all in as one thing. I haven't studied each one separately, just let the overall experience wash over me and be amazed by the beauty and love that I experienced in it. There was definitely a lot of love that came with it.
Oh, thank you. It's so nice to hear it. Thank you so much.
From the sentences, Miki, do you have any which is the most important for you?
I think a combination of two, but I think just saying that everything that human beings do is an attempt to meet needs that are no different from my own needs. That to me captures such a radical potential for humanizing everyone and shifting out of existing narratives about what's going on. So I really like that. And that's why it's the first one speaks to it already.
Maybe you would like to say something to people who will have this calendar on the wall and look at this every month.
Yeah, I like that idea. I'm like creating a little practice. So I would say when you read the sentence, check to see where there may be inside of you anything that says, that's not true. That's not what I learned in school. That's not what I see in the newspaper. That's not what is happening all the time. That's not relevant to war. That's not relevant to the people who are destroying the world. That's not relevant to my son, daughter, father, husband, wife, all of that. That's only true for some people. Anything that comes up for you, if you can then see that thought itself as an expression of some needs of your own, and then bring tenderness to that thought, then you're already applying NVC in a small way, even if you don't know very much about NVC. That is a practice that everyone can do.
So this is not only for people who knows NVC, it's also for people who want to invite NVC to life.
Yeah, also it's a really lovely gift that people can give each other with a secret agenda. I never did it, but I had a thought of taking especially little sentences about children. I have this little book of Courageous Living. One of my books has some things about children, and taking like 2 or 3 of the most radical ones and putting them on cups. And then if somebody comes to visit you and they drink tea with you, they will see something like the point is not for children to be compliant. The point is for children to know themselves and choose who they want to be. I don't know if that is one of the sentences, but anything like this can invite a conversation with someone who's never been exposed, and is a very gentle way to introduce people. So that's an idea for another year, maybe for you.
Thank you for this
that's
idea.
Kind of idea for the calendar. So.
Yeah, but people don't look at a calendar in conversation as much as they do with a cup. That's why I'm thinking cup. Because a cup is actually a social object. Not always, but very often. 2 people sit down to have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and the conversation is already on the cup. When you look at a calendar, you're often stressed. You know, like, oh, what is going on? When do I need to go to the dentist? And you're not going to pause and read the sentence. But when you drink coffee or tea, usually you're also sitting and relaxing by yourself or with another person. That's why I had this thought of making cups.
Yeah. So
with exactly. Sentences. We start with our festival start on Monday. Is something, what do you say to the people who will be there? Do you have also experience with festivals?
No, I don't think I would ever do one. It's temperamentally so not who I am that I don't think I would ever do one. But I think what I want is for way more people to start thinking about actively, not just in like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming, but in the sense of what do I want to do in response to our world going down in flames. We live in a burning world. And I want the people who come to the festival to really engage with that. I would love for you to have places where people can come and have conversations of, you know, like, okay, so these are my needs. There are also the needs of 7.9 other billion people. How do we care for all of our needs? How can I live starting tomorrow in a way that models a world that works for all? I want people to think big and not just how to have better relationships or even a better workplace. What do I do given who I am, given who I know, given my gifts, given my strengths, given my limitations, what can I do in that direction? That's what I would love for people to engage with at the festival. Whatever you offer them, to think about it through the lens of a global crisis that we're all in.
Yeah.
Thank you for these words. Also for me, it's big inspiration to think about our world, to think more global.
Yeah. Yeah.
The relations, the close relationships. This is the first step, or the first idea. When we think about NVC, this is the idea. I want better relationships in my family, with our friends, but this global community is also very, very important.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't very much do things that are, just the basics of NVC. I now work within this place that actually started in Poland. It's the Nonviolent Global Liberation Community. That's where everything happens, and our purpose is to integrate nonviolence into the fabric of human life through ongoing live experiments with truth in individual and collective liberation. So those of us who are involved, we are pulled in the direction of thinking about the whole, not just about ourselves. I'm 65 this year, and I am thinking very, very, very focused on, I don't know how many years I have left. What is it that I still want to do? And what I still want to do is not to teach regular NVC workshops. That I did that for enough years. What I want is to create models and pathways for how the world can function if we wake up collectively and turn around into what can we really do together. That's where I'm focusing these days.
Question is for me how to make this wake up, how to inspire people to do something for
I don't think that it can be done individually. I think it requires people to come together, form communities, and do everything you can to exit the logic of the market. And exiting the logic of the market is not socialism. Socialism is like market in a big way that is held and controlled. I'm talking about actually moving resources based on needs in local environments and coordinating between local environments, but building a community that tries to attend to its needs as much as possible through sharing resources within and reducing the reliance on market forces. That is a pathway that people can take. It takes a lot of courage and imagination, but people are doing it. There's no reason for it not to happen in Poland. Yeah, I think we keep thinking about individual solutions. What can I do? I can't do anything. I'm small. Okay, so I will just live my own life. And instead, it's like, who can we bring together? Yeah.
But I want to ask you if to make the big community, and do you have some kind of examples or your own memories that give you the feeling that yeah, it's happened, that give you wings, or the deep feeling that it makes sense.
I think that we all come into the world biologically prepared for that. Biologically, not spiritually, biologically prepared for that. And how do I know that? Because we cannot survive without others caring for us. We cannot. It's something that we are trained to resist as adults, others caring for us. We're trained to, oh, I don't want to be dependent. But that is the baseline of our life. We depend on maternal gifting to make it. Every single one of us had someone who gave to us unilaterally. So if you take that principle of maternal gifting, which your cells know, maybe you forgot, but your cells know, you take that principle and keep asking yourself, how do I live this principle now? And how do I live this principle now? And how do I live this principle now? You will find your way. Because it's completely related to NVC. It's about finding what are all the needs. What are all the needs? Connecting about what all the needs are, and then seeing what are the resources that are available to us to attend to these needs. How can we move the resources to the needs in the simplest, most intelligent way with the least amount of unwanted impacts? That's your blueprint. Sure, it can take years to learn. There's a lot to learn. I have a lot to teach. I'm writing a lot. But that is the simple nugget, the simple short version. What are all the needs? We take collective responsibility for all the needs of whoever is in the whole. What are the resources available for these needs? How do we bring the resources to the needs with the least amount of unwanted impacts? That's the basic principle.
Very simple and very hard.
Yes, it is very hard. It's very hard because we've been trained in scarcity, separation, and powerlessness.
Exactly.
And they interfere with identifying clearly those three elements. Everything in our training interferes with our ability to do the simple thing that we were designed by nature, by life, by our evolution to be able to do.
Miki, thank you for sharing this with us, this idea of better world for us, for our children, for the next generations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having the energy and willingness to keep doing it and keep learning. Yeah, trust yourselves. You'll figure it out.
Thank you.
Don't let anyone else tell you what is right and what is wrong. Just dig deeper into more and more trust of yourself and the life flow that is within you.
It's a beautiful sentence for Polish community, for people which will see us and hear this interview. It's something else. What do you like to say?
No, I'm just noticing that Ola hasn't really participated very much, and I'm wondering if you have anything you want to say or ask.
No, thank you.
What are you thinking?
I think that we have all inside us, but we must find the strength to find it inside us.
Yeah, exactly.